It's on the same. Obviously, it's on the same day as the Aja Wilson jersey retirement, and the prices. It is cost to get into South Carolina. It cost $64. $64 to get the Aja Wilson's jersey retirement. It is $1,000. $1,000 in the same night to get in Iowa.
Free tickets to a WNBA MVP's jersey retirement? Unbelievable. See, South Carolina is practically begging fans to show up so Aja Wilson's big day doesn't echo like an empty gym, while Iowa fans are dropping rent money just for a glimpse of Caitlin Clark's jersey rising to the rafters. Talk about a wild contrast.
Again, fans are mad about it. The fans are roasting people about, Caitlin Clark and Aja Wilson, having this rivalry. And is it jealousy? Or Aja Wilson is just jealous of Caitlin Clark.
Aja Wilson's jersey retirement was supposed to be a crowning moment, a celebration of her legacy at South Carolina, a school she helped elevate to national prominence. But instead of a packed house with eager fans lining up to witness history, South Carolina found itself practically begging people to show up. Free tickets were handed out in what felt less like an honor and more like a desperate attempt to avoid an embarrassing turnout.
$100. I repeat, $1,200 to watch Caitlin Clark's jersey retirement.
Meanwhile, in Iowa, Caitlin Clark's jersey retirement was the exact opposite. Pure chaos. An event so in demand that fans were willing to spend thousands just to secure a seat. People lined up hours in advance, scrambling for tickets as if it were a sold-out concert. Clark's impact on the game had created an atmosphere where her send-off wasn't just a ceremony. It was a moment fans refused to miss.
It's Aja Wilson's retirement jersey day, right? And, well, her prices for her game are high. The only problem is Caitlin Clark's are literally about 11 times higher. All right? And one's got to wonder, is somebody really going to pay $700 to see Aja Wilson and her number get retired? Maybe they will. But I can tell you right now, if somebody wants these seats right here to see Caitlin Clark, they're going to have to pay $8,325.
The difference in reception speaks volumes. Clark, still playing at the height of her stardom, has captivated an audience that treats her like royalty. Every game she plays is an event, and her fan base makes sure she feels it. Wilson, on the other hand, while undoubtedly talented, has struggled to maintain that same level of cultural relevance. Her dominance in college was undeniable, but the excitement surrounding her name just doesn't seem to carry the same weight anymore.
When you're talking about GOATs of the W, I need my name to be up there, at least top 3. Like, that's my goal, is like, I want something like, when you're thinking of women's basketball, when you're thinking of the W, I want my name to be on it.
Come on, tell them, Aja, tell them.
Takes, like, whatever it needs to get there, whether it's the rings, whether it's the accolades individually, like, I want to be up there in that category.
South Carolina's decision to make Wilson's jersey retirement a free event wasn't just a logistical choice. It was an admission that interest wasn't high enough to justify charging for tickets. That's not something you do when the demand is overwhelming. That's something you do when you know people aren't exactly clamoring to attend. And for a player of Wilson's caliber, that reality had to sting.
A lot of people are pissed that this is the second day, or the same day. Now, I say a lot of people, Aja Wilson fans are pissed that it's the same day. From far as I can tell, Caitlin Clark fans don't give a rip about Aja Wilson's jersey retirement. I'm being honest here.
While Clark's supporters were spending ridiculous amounts to be part of history, Wilson's alma mater was practically throwing tickets at anyone willing to take them. One ceremony had an aura of prestige, of urgency, of importance. The other felt like an obligation, something the school had to do, but didn't put much effort into making it special. It's a harsh truth, but one that's impossible to ignore. Wilson's career may be decorated with accolades, but the buzz surrounding her has faded. Clark, on the other hand, continues to be the name in women's basketball. One jersey retirement was a spectacle. The other? A free event that struggled to draw interest. Believe it or not, the difference between A'ja Wilson's jersey retirement and Caitlin Clark's is nothing short of crazy. It's like watching two completely different worlds unfold. One filled with deafening cheers, lines around the block, and sky-high ticket prices, while the other feels like a last-minute, oh yeah, we should probably do this situation.
From far as I can tell, Caitlin Clark fans don't give a rip about A'ja Wilson's jersey retirement. I'm being honest here. Tickets for this monumental occasion start at $64. However, in Iowa City, the retirement of Caitlin Clark's number 22 jersey at Carver Hawkeye Arena during Iowa's game against USC is shaping up to be a much bigger spectacle. And of course, this was a tweet that went out talking about $200 to $784 with a bunch of tickets listed over 1,000. Well, guys, that was today, and that was 5 hours ago. And I just showed you on StubHub, the cheapest seat is $522.
Let's start with the most obvious question. Did anyone even know A'ja Wilson was getting her jersey retired? Because honestly, if you weren't paying very close attention to South Carolina basketball, there's a good chance you won't. There was no major buildup, no viral buzz, no overwhelming anticipation. Just a quiet announcement buried under the noise of a regular sports cycle. And to make matters worse, South Carolina had to give away tickets to make sure people actually showed up. Compare that to Caitlin Clark, whose jersey retirement became a national event. It was everywhere. Major sports networks, social media, fans camping out, ticket prices soaring. The second it was announced, people knew it was going to be a spectacle. And that's exactly what happened.
You will be the last to wear number 22, and you will become the third Hawkeye women's basketball player in history to have your number retired.
Yeah, it's super incredible. Something I'm very thankful for, and obviously I've had some amazing teammates over the course of my 4 years here, and there's been a lot of really good 22s to come before me and play for this program, whether it's Kathleen Doyle or Sam Logic, so that number holds a lot of weight, far beyond my name, and I guess I'm just really grateful, and it'll be a special day when it happens for sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
The wildest part? Clark just finished her college career last year, and Iowa wasted no time making sure her jersey was in the rafters. Wilson, on the other hand, has been out of college for years, and South Carolina just now decided to honor her. But even beyond the timing, the sheer level of excitement, or lack thereof, is telling. Clark's retirement ceremony wasn't just a game, it was an event. Fans didn't just want to be there, they needed to be there. It was a once-in-a-lifetime moment, and people treated it as such. Meanwhile, Wilson, arguably one of the most decorated players in South Carolina history, had her ceremony treated with the same energy as a preseason exhibition. The free tickets weren't a generous gesture, they were a desperate move to make sure the arena wasn't embarrassingly empty. That alone speaks volumes about how the two players are perceived in the public eye.
Let's talk about why her jersey retirement is such a big deal. This isn't just some, hey, let's retire a jersey kind of a moment. No. Caitlin Clark is box office, folks. Like, if she was a movie, she would be the kind of blockbuster that brings in big bucks. The kind that makes Avengers Endgame look like an indie flick. And we're not just talking about on the court. The ticket prices for a jersey retirement game against USC in 2025, $1,000 a pop.
It's not about who's better on the court. Wilson is a WNBA MVP, no doubt, but when it comes to cultural impact, Clark has completely taken over. She's a walking headline, a viral sensation, someone whose name alone sells out arenas. Wilson, despite all her accolades, has never commanded that kind of attention. And now, even in a moment that should have been her moment, the conversation isn't about celebrating her. It's about wondering why no one seems to care. At the end of the day, South Carolina's handling of Wilson's jersey retirement is a reflection of a larger issue, the difference between respect and relevance. Wilson's got the trophies, sure, but Caitlin Clark? She's got something Wilson might never touch: the hype and the people. Let's be real, trophies look nice on a shelf, but when you've got an entire arena screaming your name and ESPN running your highlights on repeat, the money starts flowing. Clark isn't just hooping. She's out here printing cash with every three-pointer.
There was a Jordan effect on the NBA and the game of basketball. I would argue at one point early on there was a Steph Curry effect on the NBA and on basketball also. You bet your ass there is a Caitlin Clark effect on all of basketball, and especially on women's basketball ratings. Kudos to her.
But hold up. 7 years? That's how long it has taken for A'ja Wilson's jersey to finally get retired at South Carolina. At this point, they might as well wait another 7 years and probably do it as a retirement party for her entire basketball career. But let's talk about why it has taken so long. Because let's be honest, this isn't just about bad scheduling. Maybe, just maybe, South Carolina wasn't exactly in a rush to retire her jersey. Now, don't get me wrong, A'ja Wilson was a dominant player for South Carolina. She helped them win a national championship and put their program on the map. But if she was as big of a deal as she claims, why did it take nearly a decade to hang her jersey in the rafters? Usually, when a school has a generational player, they're rushing to retire that jersey faster than an Amazon Prime delivery. But for A'ja, that wasn't the case. Let's be real. Maybe South Carolina hesitated because they knew the hype around her wasn't as big as she thought. Sure, she was great. But was she Caitlin Clark great? Not even close. Clark's jersey retirement is treated like a major sporting event, selling out in record time.
So announcing Clark jersey's retirement by writing, "Why the F would y'all retire her jersey on the same day as A'ja? Are y'all stupid?" This brought to Clark fans' attention that 2024 WNBA MVP and South Carolina Gamecocks legend. Okay, so they got a freaking statue built of this woman, A'ja Wilson, outside of South Carolina University. Legend A'ja Wilson, who is also well known for being number 22, is having her Gamecocks jersey retirement on February 2nd as well. Womp, womp, womp.
So now, after years of waiting, she finally gets her jersey retired, on the same day Caitlin Clark does, just to add insult to injury. The timing couldn't be worse, and the comparison couldn't be clearer. Clark is the face of the game. A'ja? Well, she's just finally getting around to hanging a jersey that probably should have been retired years ago. Now, it's without a doubt that Caitlin Clark has once again proven she is the biggest name in basketball right now. The overwhelming buzz surrounding her latest milestone has completely overshadowed what should have been a major moment for A'ja Wilson. The excitement, the media frenzy, and the sheer anticipation for Clark's jersey retirement have made it clear. This is Caitlin's world, and the WNBA is feeling the full force of the Caitlin Clark effect.
Caitlin Clark is revolutionary in the attention she has brought to the sport, the eyeballs she has brought to the sport, and the way she has risen to the occasion.
The demand to see Clark is unlike anything the WNBA has ever experienced. There have been jersey retirements in the past, but none have ever commanded this level of anticipation. Caitlin Clark is the biggest attraction in women's basketball, and she hasn't even played a WNBA game yet. That is the kind of generational impact she has. Fans are treating Clark's moment as a once-in-a-lifetime event. Social media is flooded with discussions about how significant this is, not just for Clark, but for the entire sport. Everyone wants to be part of it, whether they're in the arena or watching from home. The Caitlin Clark effect isn't just hype, it's real, and it's rewriting the way people engage with women's basketball. It's not just about Iowa. The entire basketball world is watching. People who wouldn't normally follow women's college basketball are now invested. Ticket prices, television ratings, and jersey sales have all seen massive spikes because of Clark's influence. She's a superstar in the making, and every move she makes feels monumental.
You're playing in front of crowds of 4,000 people. The game's not growing. Your wallet's not going to get bigger. The ticket sales aren't going to go up. You're not going to be raising prices to fill the arena. You're going to need to lowering prices to fill the arena until Caitlin Clark arrived.
Clark's ability to captivate audiences goes beyond basketball. She has become a cultural phenomenon, a player who brings excitement to the game at a level we haven't seen before. There's a reason Iowa is buzzing with energy, why fans are traveling from all over to see her, and why her jersey retirement is being treated like the biggest event in WNBA history. She is the face of the sport's future, and it's happening in real time. South Carolina giving away free tickets for Wilson's event further emphasizes this stark contrast. It's not just about the accomplishments on the court, it's about the impact beyond it. Clark's ability to command attention is unmatched. The reality is, people aren't just watching Caitlin Clark play basketball, they are experiencing a movement.
On repeat in year one. And by the way, we did not see this type of hype during the season while she was breaking those records. They were effectively ignored. There was one tweet about her breaking the record. Heck, when they talked about her assist record for assist week, they made sure that the number one assist was in a game against Indiana, made sure it was against her and not for her.
Even before stepping onto a WNBA court, Clark has already achieved what many professionals can only dream of. The Caitlin Clark effect is something we've never seen before. The proof is in the way fans react, in the way the media covers her, and in how her presence alone has changed the conversation around women's basketball. This is the start of something even bigger. If this much anticipation exists for a jersey retirement, imagine what's going to happen when Clark officially joins the WNBA. The league has never seen this kind of energy before, and it's only going to grow. Caitlin Clark has taken over, and it's amazing to witness. She isn't just a player, she's the real star. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.